how to get the most control on your Summerboard. So the plan was actually to ride today, but we're getting all the rain, the wind, all that stuff from the hurricane blowing up north here in Kentucky. So no Summerboarding today. Just finished my workout instead, and I wanted to talk to you all about how to get the most control on your Summerboard, how to maximize the Summerboard's unique drifting 360 wheel experience so that you're able to get the most control while you're out there riding on your Summerboard and have the most fun possible. When you first unpack your Summerboard, it's basically gonna be like a skateboard. You do have the grip tape on top, which is gonna give you a little bit of grip, but other than that, that's all you got straight out of the gate. Honestly, if you're coming from a skateboarding background or you're somebody who's been longboarding or something of that nature before, I think you could ride it like this a little bit. But otherwise, I would suggest going on straight out of the box before you even ride it. Maybe kind of stand on it, balance it if you really wanted to. But before I even rode it, I would automatically install the foamies. So what the foamies are is it's just basically like a little foam bumper. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of a bevel to the edge. That's gonna allow you to butt your foot up against that. Basically put your foot up against this, and it's gonna help hold your foot in place while you're riding on the Summerboard. This is gonna give you a little bit of grip. It's gonna make it easy to still bail and jump off like you don't have any sort of foot attachment. It's really great for beginners, and I recommend starting out this way, at least for a while, till you really get comfortable with the basics of the Summerboard. That way you can still have some grip. You're able to hold onto the board a little bit better. If you start to lose balance or wobble a little bit, you can push your foot up against the side of that foamy. That's gonna give you grip and traction and help keep your feet planted on the board, but still make it really safe and easy to bail if you have to jump off. Having that little bit of grip up against the side of your foot is gonna make it easier to start doing those turns, maybe some basic spins, help, especially when you butt your foot up against it and you're doing that kick start to get your Summerboard rolling. This is really gonna help with that. And the more grip you do have out of your feet, the easier it is to turn, spin, all that fun stuff that the Summerboard is capable of doing. So the foamies are a really great way to kind of intro you into that. Once you get the basics down, once you're able to flat base for a little while, do a far heel carve, toe carve, you're ready to go on and put on the footholds. Now the footholds are what really make the Summerboard unique and what unlock the Summerboard's full potential. This is gonna make it almost like a snowboard binding. It makes you more attached to the Summerboard. That way you're able to really control this thing and really unlock the fun that the Summerboard is capable of delivering. Super important when you are setting up the footholds that you make sure you measure it to your shoe, because it does have an adjustable height and you wanna make sure it fits. So when you are installing it, I recommend standing on it a few times and wearing the shoes that you're gonna be Summerboarding the most in. That way you can get it fitted exactly to that shoe so you know the height is gonna be perfect for you. You want it to have a good amount of contact with your shoe so you're able to really feel locked in, but also you can still jump and kind of slide your foot backwards. That way if you do have to bail off the Summerboard, you're still able to. This makes it a little trickier to bail, and it is a little scary at first, but you're still able to jump off your Summerboard fairly easily, and it's really not bad once you get used to it. You have these footholds on, you're gonna have so much more control over your Summerboard, with your feet basically attached like a snowboard. You're able to tail press, nose press. You can actually lift your Summerboard up with your feet. It's gonna give you way more control in those turns, the more drift style turns, whether you're smearing your turns, doing full carves, you're gonna be way more locked in and have way more control over your Summerboard. Again, definitely start with the foamies if you're a beginner, but once you progress past those basic skills, it is scary at first, but these are gonna be a whole lot more fun and unlock so much more Summerboarding opportunities for you. I haven't actually felt the need to install them yet, but they also do have these foam covers that you can slide on over top of the footholds. And that's just gonna give you a softer comfort across the top of your shoe. That way, if this is, bothers your feet on longer rides and stuff, this is gonna help dampen some of those vibrations out and be a little more comfortable just sitting on top of your foot. But honestly, just riding it like this with just the footholds, it's still been perfectly fine for me. So there's various Summerboard packages that Summerboard offers, as well as 2 models of the Summerboard. So which Summerboard do you buy? Well, like I said, I definitely recommend picking up the foamies, but if you're looking at getting one of the Summerboard packages, click this video here. I'm gonna help walk you through what each Summerboard package comes with and which Summerboard I personally would recommend buying if I had to start from scratch again.